Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and it's time for another Retro Toy Rewind. Today, we're going to take a look at the Predator Blade Fighter vehicle from Kenner, released in 1993. Kenner's Predator and Alien toy lines were so much fun. So many great variants released of both Predators and Aliens, and they had a lot of crossover appeal since they were really pushing that whole Predator versus Alien aspect. And of course, we've got some really cool vehicles to help our Predators hunt down those aliens. The Blade Fighter here comes in really awesome boxed packaging, featuring some fantastic artwork. I really love the colors and just everything about that packaging that was used for the entire Predator line. It's got that familiar kind of profile shot of the Predator on the right-hand side of the box, which we saw on all of the card backs as well. But then on top of that, we've also got some really great artwork of one of those Predator figures riding on the Blade Fighter vehicle. When you flip the box around to the backside, we get a look at the vehicle itself, as well as an explanation on some of the included action features. Now when you open this box up, there is some minor assembly required. There is a nice sheet of instructions that will help guide you through the process of putting this thing together, but it's a very simple build. And hey, check it out! Stickers! You remember when we had to put stickers on everything? There's only a few of them here, and they're very easy to put on, and again, those instructions will help point you in the exact direction that those stickers need to be facing. So once our building is done, this, my friends, is our Predator Blade Fighter vehicle. It's a really cool looking little ship here. It's got a great design, almost that of like a bike, but the kind of with a reclining chair on there to kind of fit the way that the Kenner Predator figures were made. And then it's got the little handlebars on there. You've got some nice little yellow guns sticking off the side, a really cool kind of copper and black color scheme there, as well as this large kind of blade sticking off the front that will double as a little capture device that I'm going to show you in just a bit. So, this Blade Fighter does not include any Predator action figures. So, I've got one of the Kenner Predator figures here. That way you can see what he looks like standing alongside it. And of course, he sits nicely on the seat there. And while his hands don't actually grip onto the handles on the side, they do kind of place up against the handles. So that way you can still position him as if he's holding onto them. Most of the Predators were already posed with like open hands, so they don't really grip onto it, but it was designed in such a way that he still looks good sitting on this, even though he's not actually gripping onto those handles. So we've got some fun little features on there. First of all, you probably noticed the large cannon sticking off the back of the chair with that huge yellow missile there. That cannon's articulated so you can actually move it up and down. That way you can aim it at your aliens wherever they may be. And there's a little red button on the side, and when you press it, it's got that spring-loaded firing mechanism in there that shoots that yellow missile flying, and it works very well. How fun are toys with firing rockets? I mean, they still make them that way today, so there's definitely something to that action feature. Here's the other thing that makes this a lot of fun. This is a capture device vehicle. That whole little blade sticking on the front of it is actually a capture jaw for your aliens. So, you got a xenomorph there that's causing those Predators some problems. All you gotta do is kind of grip onto the sides of that little blade on the front, and you'll notice that it kind of pries open like a big claw. Then you can close the grasp right around your alien figures, and then you can fly off with the Blade Fighter with that alien trapped right there on the front. And here's what makes it even more fun. The way the box describes it is that once you capture those aliens, the Predators will then take them up and launch them off into space. And how you do that is there's a little red button right there on the back of the ship. When you press that, it will actually send the blade part of the ship flying off of it so that you can now launch those poor aliens off into space. How cool is that? Overall, this is just an incredibly fun little vehicle that is very reminiscent of the type of toys we were getting back in the early 90s. A great vehicle for a great line of action figures. So the Kenner Predator Blade Fighter from 1993 actually is pretty easy to come by these days, and if you're a fan of that Predator line, I'd definitely recommend picking this one up and adding it to your collection. So happy hunting, my friends, and until next time.